Yeah, walk, walk. It's your boy, Jeton Legendary, and we are back with another photo session, folks. For this episode, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We got the Latinas, okay? We got Mexico V in the building. We got East LA V in the building. We got Bronx V, Dominican V in the building, okay? Look, I need you to do a couple of things. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, shows people join Legendary Clan Sports and become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, with a little bit of art sprinkled in every now and then. Look here, folks. I just got my hands on a professional setup. I got a softbox, I got a background holder, and I have a hard point light. Your boy's trying to do the dang thing, okay? So do be sure to check out the socials as well, because I post stuff around other places that you won't see here on YouTube, like Instagram, DeviantArt, for the stuff that's just a little too much for YouTube. I'm wondering though if I should transition to Patreon. Deviant is cool and all, but it's Deviant. Let's be real here, okay? Anyways, let's start off with Mexico V here. Hold on, check the fit. Something simple, something classy, because you know Mexico V. She's a professional model, okay? Which means we got to build a background real quick, so let's go. Alrighty, it's not going to take me too long to build this, so look here, folks. I need to do another guide. I need to do a guide teaching people how to build their own backgrounds. But just in case you're like me and you have characters who are supposed to be from different places, because not all my characters, I don't want all my characters to be from Night City. You know what I'm saying? Like Mexico V here. She's not, I mean, I call her Mexico V for a reason, although I am kind of technically saying her name too. It is just V, V-E-E. But not all your characters, you don't want all your characters to be from Night City. There's other places in the world than Night City, right? So one of these days I need to teach people how to make their own backgrounds and build their own sceneries and setups. I think that would make for a pretty good photography guide. Like I was saying in the intro though, your boy has got his hands on a softbox, a point light, and the point light will be coming tomorrow actually, and a background holder. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing a lot more product photography. So don't be surprised when you see some photo sets of stock imagery done properly this time. Some of y'all might remember my old stock photography was alright. It wasn't nothing special because I did not realize my setup was all incorrect. So now that I have the right stuff to do proper product photography, that's one of the main ways you can get paid through your photography. You never knew. If you're a photographer yourself and you're trying to figure out how can I get paid off of my photography before I get into all the professional work, because you know it's just like anything, you don't just become professional in one day. You feel what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of people who think, you know, with photography, oh, photography is easy, you just take some pictures. That's how you make no money, okay? Now, of course, when you're doing what you love, you don't really do it for the money, but there'll come a time where you can actually start making money off it. And one of the biggest and best ways is you need proper lighting, and you have to be willing to do the mundane. Well, not really mundane, but probably not exactly what you want to do. Especially if you're trying to do like travel photography, obviously you're not just going to get up one day and boom, you in Greece in 2 seconds, or Italy, fucking Africa or something. You know what I mean? It take a little bit of time to get to that. So there's a lot of images I forgot to delete. Oh shoot, whole bunch of old images. Get all those out the way real quick. So you know you got to do the stuff that's gonna get you slightly paid at first. That is stock imagery. You gotta be creative too. You gotta be creative. Good lighting. That's all the stuff that I got. So what I'm doing is, what color do I want? Her outfit's got like a pink hue to it. I'm thinking maybe pink. No, it's more like a tan. Her hair is pink. Hair been pink for like 6 years now. Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta do the side stuff first before you get to do the glorious stuff. know what I'm saying? That's like, let's say you want to learn how to do people photography. You want that to be your main thing. You got to start small. You got to start with portraits and weddings and stuff like that before you get to move up to the model stuff. You know what I'm saying? And also, you got to be willing to do a lot of different varieties too. Just one thing. It's not like it's music or something where you get to do, where you just got to choose one genre and then stick at that. Photography, you can kind of do multiple things once you learn your camera, have the means to move about. That's the biggest thing I've been working on. You know, getting me a vehicle and all that. I got a lot of money stashed up. I told y'all your boy was stashing cash so you could get him a whip. I wasn't lying now. I'm sitting on a nice stack. And I'm just letting it stash up. I ain't really touching much. Although I'm not gonna lie, I did buy a pair of sneakers. Because they were watching me, man. They were watching me. Okay, somebody probably thinking, like, what the fuck is he talking about? What do you mean he was watching you? You know how when you look at something and then all of a sudden ads start popping up that is very similar to what you were looking at? They got me, dude. I ain't gonna lie, they got me. So this is a sneaker brand called Yums. They make they have like a different various style on Air Force Ones. Some of them joints are swaggy, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are a little crazy, not really my style. I wouldn't wear them. Some of them colorways are a little insane. However, there were two, more like 5, but there were like 2 that I really liked. It was the blueberry joints, which hopefully if I remember it'll pop up on the screen. And then there was the grape joints. I really wanted the grape joints because I had seen them in a video of a dude dancing. He was dancing to dude from the I was about to say the dude from the South, as if there wasn't 100,000 rappers from the South. What the heck is it? Project Pat. It was the Project Pat's joint. And when he dancing, I'm looking at his shoes. I'm like, what the fuck are those? Now y'all know me. I'm kind of a shoe guy. Okay, I'm kind of a shoe guy, and if you didn't know, you know now. I'm kind of a shoe guy. So I'm looking at the shoes. Right? And my dad was like, what kind of shoes is those? I'm like, I don't know. They look like Air Forces, but they got a big old fucking Y shape in the middle. So as he's dancing, I'm stalking them shoes while also looking at the beat. Right? So I'm thinking, I don't know. We were at that point, we were trying to figure it out for like 2 weeks straight at this point. Still can't figure it out. I'm like, what the fuck are those things? They're fantastic looking, amazing looking. So I would type on the internet, I'm like, sneakers with the Y on them and stuff like that. Nothing, of course, popping up because it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? But then we watched the video some more because every now and then we watch the video just because that's the Project Pat joint. That Project Pat song is so fucking nice. That's one of my favorite songs from him. Man, you know the business. Man, you know the business. Players gonna shine trick. You ain't on my level trick, man. If you don't know, you don't know that song, something wrong with you. But anyway, so he's still looking at the shoes though. I'm like, I'm going to figure out what the fuck those are. So I'm looking at them, right? I pause the video to get a better look at him when he's not moving so much, so there's no motion blur or nothing. And I'm looking at the shoes, I'm like, these are Air Force Ones. That's an Air Force One silhouette. But what the fuck is the crazy looking Y? Because obviously it doesn't have the Nike symbol on the side of them. This looks fantastic, but I'm not feeling the shadow projecting on the back. At a light blocker. So I'm looking, I'm like, I don't get it. Because clearly they're Air Force Ones, but they're not at the same time. So then, when my dad had seen the video again, we're back watching it. I'm like, he's like, did you ever figure out what those are? I'm like, they're the Air Force One silhouette for sure. I just don't know what. I know for a fact it's Air Force One silhouette because, as some of y'all might know, and as a lot of y'all don't know, Air Force Ones are my favorite shoes. I have a ton of pair of Air Force Ones. I mean, a lot. Maybe a little too much. Most of them are customs that I made. But I'm looking. Oh, shoot. I forgot to take the thing off her hand. I thought I took that crap off years ago, but I guess not. So then I'm like, you know what? The comment section. Surely someone in the comment section will have what the shoes are. No surprise whatsoever. I scroll down in the comment section, right? I'm looking, I'm seeing other people asking. The dude who's dancing in the video, he's hearting people's comments, but he's not saying what they are. You know people, man. You know gatekeepers, man. They don't want you to know nothing. So he ain't saying a dang thing. He's hearting people's comments of them asking what shoes, but he's not saying what shoes. He gatekeeping 100%. So I keep scrolling. I'm scrolling, right? And then we stop on a comment that says nice yums. So my dad, he started making jokes. He was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I would hope maybe the shoes. So I pick up my phone, I type in Yums sneakers or Yums Air Force Ones. I think that's what I typed. And boom, they popped up. Now y'all know me, man. I ain't no gatekeeper. Okay, so I'm letting y'all know straight off the bat. Them Yums, them joints look crazy. They are a little bit more expensive than regular Air Forces. But honestly, with all the videos that I've seen on them, her face is moving. I just realized that. We have to stop real quick. That's not gonna work for photos at all. Whoops, I forgot for the intro. I forgot to turn her face off. So I'm like, I gotta get me a pair someday. Now, I really wanted the purple ones that the dude had in the video. But at the time when I finally had figured out what the heck they were, there were barely any left. And then no, the only ones that were left was the blue ones. The purple ones, they had sizes that was too small. Little foot fools, man. That's it. Dudes wearing size 8s out here and crap. That crap's crazy. Let me stop. If it wasn't for the fact that I have fucking duck flippers, I'd be wearing a normal shoe size. That's not true. I'd still be wearing like 10.5. I have to wear an 11 because they don't make wide shoes no more. Unless it's like fucking Chucks or Tim boots. But Tim boots, you don't need wide set boots. Boots are already wide. You ever see a pair of wide set boots? They look fucking ridiculous. It's already bad enough I'm a short guy with big feet. Aight. Like back when I was a kid, my sister used to try to get me to wear skinny jeans. I'm like, you don't know how ridiculous that would look as a Bigfoot short man, okay? He's like, you're not even that short though. You're like a little under average? I'm like, only about a quarter of an inch, but still, 5'9", 5'8's not tall enough for the size 11 that I'm forced to wear. My shoes be looking ridiculous if I ain't wearing crap baggy. That's why I don't really like tank tops all that much, because they don't work properly. Only way it would work properly is if I put on some dang, some more muscle. Problem is I'm muscular, but I ain't got the weight, so it look ridiculous. Alright, boom, let me see what that looks like real quick. I didn't realize her face was moving in the other photo. Okay, that is absolutely stunning. That is perfect, and that will make very easy to make look realistic. It don't already look realistic now. It's gonna be easy as fuck to make it look realistic with the editing. I've always been doing some serious editing to my photos as of recently. Okay, I'd say your boy has been doing some serious editing to my photos. I have been doing some serious editing to my photos. Because Cyberpunk has incredible graphics, and it is very easy to make it look realistic. Just like this. Like, realistically, if I didn't want to, I don't really have to touch this photo. Especially with the recent update I've done to my character's skin textures to make them look even more realistic. I don't know if some of y'all noticed, but my character's skin textures are fucking perfection. As were before, they were a little paled. They were a little paled out. You know what I mean? It was very easy to make them overly glowy in light. As where now, it's perfect. It's like real life. When you put a bright light on someone, as long as they're not too pale, it's not gonna go fucking blasting the light every fucking where. Like a character like this, she has fairly dark skin. Okay, But yet, if I made the lights just a little too bright on her, just a little bit, it would go fucking haywire. The lighting would be horrendous. It would be ugly as fuck. So that's what I fixed. I updated my character's skin texture, so now that's another video I need to do. Guide to making your character even more beautiful than they may already be. Like, all my characters are stunning. I'm gonna sit here and toot my own horn. I make great looking characters. However, lighting is a major part of your photos. Okay, I have a whole lighting guide on it. Problem is, vanilla skin texture, which I haven't used in forever, it was about the same effect, though. Vanilla skin texture will blam the lights all over the dang place. And that's what I fixed recently. And with all this editing that I'm doing, my photo's been looking incredibly realistic. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I had to get me a pair of sneakers, I ain't gonna lie. One pair. I budgeted it all out, though. So I wouldn't be losing too much money toward getting my hands on a vehicle. I need a laptop, actually. I haven't had a laptop in a very long time. A laptop as a photographer would be very important. If I'm on the go and I gotta get some stuff edited right then and there, a laptop is gonna be like priority number one, realistically. Well, not number one, but number one is getting a vehicle. 2, get me some fucking proper credit. My credit score used to, but it's been a long. Couldn't afford to keep it up. Luckily, it only went down due to not being able to keep it up money-wise. I didn't actually have too much attached to it, so that, of course, kept me from absolutely bombing the score. So it'll be easy to bring it back up, versus if you truly and genuinely messed up your credit score. I wasn't dumb. I just ain't have no money. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't had no money. I ain't do nothing stupid. My pockets was just a little thin. I had to get one pair, just one. The blue ones, man, because with Yums, once they disappear, they dang near never come back. I ain't gonna lie, I got hit with the fear of missing out. Honestly, that wasn't the fear of missing out. That was the fear of losing some gorgeous blue sneakers, which y'all know that's my favorite color. All I know is I gotta be careful with them grape joints. You can't wear those in Cali. A black man wearing grape shoes in California, I'm just asking to get shot. I'm just asking to get shot. Going to fucking... That's like going to a police station with a dang gun out and open. You just asking to get shot. At that dang point. This lighting is perfection. I did good on the way I set this one up. Sometimes I'll be messing up. She wasn't supposed to be facing this way, but sometimes I'll mess up and I'll have them against the light or too much light on them. It'll cause a very blown out look. I'm not going to show y'all because if I do that, it might mess up my whole lighting. And we don't want that. This lighting is perfection. What the fuck? What's going down there? Character's just having a dang seizure for a second. Y'all saw that bullcrap, man? But, no, yeah, I had to get those drinks. So I got the actual important stuff, though. I got a soft lamp, or soft box. Now, what the soft box is for, that is so that when you ever see, like I said earlier, product photography, when you're looking at a lot of photos on the internet of products, and the lighting is always so perfected, so beautiful, that is people that you have to be able to create sunlight. Problem is, obviously, you cannot create sunlight with no light at all. The issue is sunlighting, natural light, is created by way of a lot of reflection. So you have the harsh light, that's the point lamp. Okay, that's what your point lamp is going to be doing. That is going to act like the direct sunlight. Then you have the soft box. The soft box is going to act like the reflected light. That's the light that's all throughout the sky. Okay. Then you have an actual... Oh, shoot, she wasn't supposed to be that far. Then you have your actual reflector. Okay, you're usually going to want to put up a reflector when you're doing some sort of photography because the reflector is going to act like everything around that is reflecting that sunlight. So when I had tried to do product photography maybe like a year-ish ago, I'm like, yo, my lighting is horrible. Ain't no way I'm making money like this. Ain't no way I'm gonna get no business like this. Now I'm wondering, like, why does my crap look so bad? What am I doing wrong here? Now, I was looking up a lot of different things, and that was what I was missing. Proper natural lighting. So, the issue is, if you ever, just test this out one day, whether you're doing photography or not, doesn't really matter. Just test this out. Stand anywhere against the sunlight, whether it be at the ground, on a wall, anything. And you'll notice that when you get closer to your shadow, it does not get any bigger, does not get any smaller. It stays the same size. That's the type of lighting you need when doing product photography. I had none of that. What happens is you will accidentally, in my case, use harsh lighting. Harsh lighting is not realistic. You go outside and you get close to your shadow. If your shadow, when you're getting close to it, starts getting bigger or smaller, that ain't natural light. You're in some sort of fucking hellscape, and you're just now about to find out. Your shadow should never change sizes. Okay? That is natural lighting. And all my old photos I did for product photography, man, it was bad. The shadows were harsh, outlined, improper looking. It was just bad. It just wasn't good. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Because I'm looking at other people's photos, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. You know, they say you're not supposed to compare what you do to other people's, but in the case of trying to be professional with product photography, you kind of want to compare your stuff to others. My stuff was whack as fuck. Okay, it's whack. I tried to upload it to Adobe and other stock websites, and they was like, nah, quality of this ain't good enough. I'm like, what? And I'm looking at them, I'm really studying my own photos. I'm like, yeah, not really wrong. This crap stink. The quality is not good. Now the only issue I'm running into is dust got inside of my fucking camera. And I've been trying to clean it for the past who knows how long. Not too many little booty poses. She's supposed to be professional and all that. I mean, to be fair, it is to show off the outfit, which is typically what you would do for modeling photography. But like one or two, that's it. Yeah, no, the quality was just not good. You gotta have proper lighting, shading. So my full self, I've been had reflectors, and somehow only just now realized that yesterday. I don't know how I made that possible, but in my dang where I put all my photo set stuff is 2 decently large reflectors, silverish and all. You can put them side by side if you just need it to be that much bigger. Just yesterday, I'm sitting there, I'm like, ooh, I need to buy me some foam boards for reflections. And I stopped and I thought, I'm like, wait, don't I already fucking got that? And I look in my dang closet where I keep all the photo stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm a dummy. I do already have that. Her face is inside of her, what's the name? So let me have to use the manual head pose here. About there. Be natural enough. Down. Boom. Okay, because the way her face is down, she's pretty clear that her knuckle is going through her face. That's not going to work. Move it about there. Oh no, a little farther. There we go. Boom. So in the case of professional stuff, when it comes to photography, you kind of want to. You gotta check out what the professionals is doing. See if you're doing it right. Of course, it always comes down to your own style as well, but you still want to make sure you have that core quality. Core quality is the most important thing when it comes to photography. Making sure you have that quality. I mean, look at what I'm doing now, right? Even though it's virtual, you see how much I'm moving we got one fucking lamp. We're using a 1 lamp setup. Yet I'm still moving this lamp wherever it is most important. wherever it fits perfectly to not have too many unnecessary shadows. Like, see the shadow underneath her arm? That's fine. It's a very basic, very regular shadow. However, we wouldn't want it to look like that. That's stupid looking. Why does it look like that? It's not highlighting what should be highlighted. We can't see the front of her. We see the back of her. Including the face. See, this is what you're seeing. This is what you're looking at. Even on the side. Like this, that's even worse. What are we highlighting right now? You feel what I'm saying? But if we roll that back here, now it makes it pretty obvious what is most important. You see her face, you see her side, you see her bottom, and you see the bottom half, the upper half of her legs. That makes it a nice, clean quality. And as you saw earlier, I brung the light blocker because we don't want to see no exaggerated shadows. Okay, that's gonna take too long. Turn that back on. I was trying to showcase the shadow, but it's taking too long. Got one more image. So, you know, I kind of messed up. We didn't do a single far out image to see the shoes. I guess the shoes aren't very important because I would hope no one's running, because this is a sporty outfit, so I would hope nobody's running, doing sporty activities in high heels. It seems like a poor use of everything. Honestly, I can't even pinpoint one thing. It's not the best move. But yeah, lighting is important, and I had realized that my lighting sucked. Okay, that was another thing too that I had learned. I ain't gonna lie, your boy thought he was popping. I thought I was doing every dang thing. I'm like, yo, man, I done took like 90,000 photos and all this and that. I'm watching a dude, he's a professional, and he, during a video I was watching, said that he took 700,000 photos on his main camera, which means he has another cameras or more cameras that he's probably done photos on. I'm over here bragging about my little 90,000, which is an okay amount, but that ain't enough. That's another reason why I'm getting a professional setup, so I can do more photos more often. I'm like, why we're doing a photo session right now. I need more photos. And Cyberpunk has been I've been really doing a lot of Cyberpunk again, because these new skin textures have been having my characters look absolutely incredible. With that being said though, that is a full 10, so let's move on over to East LA V. Okay, that's Hood V. That's Hood Mexican V. Okay, we got high society, expensive, professional model Mexican V. V Lopez here. Then we got East LA V. That's Valerie. Okay, she is the complete opposite of this character. Okay, hood, shooter, fighter. Okay, be punching people and crap like that. I mean, I don't even need to speak. Let's just get to it. All right, we are back. I'm saying we're back because it is about a day later. When I had first initially recorded this video, it was pretty late in the night, and I'm like, okay, I am tired. I'm going to sleep. Then I was supposed to record yesterday, but I'm like, I gotta get some stuff done and out of the way. Now we're here. I have a little bit of free time, so we are on East LA V. This is not how she would typically be dressed, but it's also not too far off either, because you do have the Air Force Ones, the baggy khakis or chinos, you know what I'm saying? But then I added the Vice City half piece because, after all, summer, baby. Summer themes. We got her up on top of the casino, the unfinished casino. Always a good spot to use for a summer theme. We're not even gonna be able to finish off what the heck I was talking about before, because that was, like I said, at this dang rate about 2 days ago. Now what we're doing is, my softbox lamp has showed up. It's here and ready to be used. It's here and ready to be used. The hard point lamp is here. Actually, matter of fact, the softbox came fast as fuck. It was all the way up in what's the name and came here in just a day. I was very surprised, because I did get that thing on Temu. I know a lot of people are like, what the fuck, Temu? Man, you go to Amazon, right? Type in whatever the heck you might be looking for. Take that same name you just typed on Amazon, and guess what? You'll find it on Temu for cheaper. Same dang thing, same brand, same everything. Of course, that's only the cheap stuff. But I mean, a softbox lamp is literally just a pipe that goes up with another. I'm explaining it very incorrectly. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining what a softbox lamp is. Most crap you getting off of Amazon comes from the same place. It's coming from Temu. You know what I mean? There'll be people out there who like to argue, oh, it's not the same factory. How do you know? You know what I'm saying? I saw that before, though, for real. Somebody was like, the shoes, I think he was saying something about, shoes that you get directly from Nike isn't the same as some of the ones you get, the one-to-one reps you get off of, certain websites. That had me thinking, I'm like, okay, so you've been out there to see the factories and how it all works, right? The problem is, people they don't be knowing. They just be saying stuff. They were just trying to justify. My problem is, I'm not about to pay some goofy little kid $2,000 for some shoes he got with his bot. Now, I don't personally have any reps yet. There's a few pairs of shoes I need to get my hands on. The Chunky Dunks is one of them. When those had dropped back in the day, I was there for it. It was $180 regular. It was $220 if you wanted the specialty Ben & Jerry's box, if I'm remembering correctly. $180 if you just wanted the regular shoe box. $220 if you wanted the specialty Ben & Jerry's ice cream bucket box. I was gonna get the Ben & Jerry's bucket box, but those dang resellers, let me not say reseller, because reseller is the broad term. You know, it could be a reseller, could be somebody who found some cool stuff at a shop and they're like, you know, I'll sell it when I get home. You know, I'm saying a lot of old ladies do that. It's a good old lady job if you want some good side cash. You ain't gotta hustle too much. You know what I mean? Old dudes too. Shoot, I even did a little bit of reselling, but none of it is scalping. Scalpers is the problem. These fools. I don't like the way the shirt is making her shoulders look big. I mean, granted, she is supposed to be like 6 feet tall, but she's also supposed to be pretty dang skinny. So this got her shoulders looking extra strong. She ain't strong in that term. I mean, she's a big woman, so naturally she's gonna be stronger than a lot of other people, but well, that depends. You skinny as fuck, you skinny as fuck. You might have more weight than the average person. That's a better way to put it. But some filthy fucking scalper sitting at home who stole his mom or dad's credit card, got his little bot to purchase 50 pairs of shoes as soon as they drop. You think I'm giving that fool $2,000, $1,000 to $2,000 out of my pocket? I would genuinely rather smoke crack than to do a such thing. And you'll have people out there who will genuinely be like, no, if you don't buy the real thing, then it's not legit. Well, okay. While you're falling for scalper scams, I'll, be smarter with my cash. It's already bad enough I'm wasting my money on cheap shoes. Now I gotta spend an extra $1,000 because some goofy scalper said so? Absolutely not. And you know what I think it is? I think it's a trick. It's scalpers who are fucking pouncing on people and being like, hey, if you don't buy the real thing, then you're not legit. So that they could get they fucking scalped shoes sold. You know what I'm saying? I ain't falling for it. Never will. Never have. Never will. I would rather get some one-to-ones, which aren't even replicas at that point, because whether you want to believe it or not, they are made in dang near the same Chinese factory, if not maybe a floor above. I can't tell you. Matter of fact, my dad just recently, he had hit me up and been like, yo, one of my shoes is yellowing. I'm like, which ones? He said, I think he said either the Air Maxes or his Prestos. Those he bought directly from Nike. because you know I repair shoes a tiny bit, so I got a little bit of knowledge. He was like, they're yellowing, and I'm like, you know, that's this and that and this. He was like, I bought these directly from Nike though, and I'm like, psh, with the way they make all this crap in the same dang cheap factories, it doesn't matter. Speaking of, I have a pair of shoes that I got directly from the brand, and guess what? Them joints is yellowing. But I also got these little goofy Chuck Taylor looking sneakers that I found on Amazon that I'm customizing for 20 bucks. Them joints ain't yellowed yet. As a matter of fact, they are quite sturdy and decently comfortable, and in some cases, in my personal opinion, kind of better looking than Chuck's, because they kind of remind me of the Rick Owen looking joints, the thicker sole. Don't get me wrong, I love the original style Chuck Taylors, but the joints I have found, they're just cool looking. They had their blank slate as well, so you can put whatever you want on them. They're pretty sick looking, honestly. It's all coming from the same dang place. You know, good old Temu has Vans silhouettes by the boatloads with some of the craziest colors you've ever seen that you will never see on Vans. I got my hands on a pair of them just to see what's the quality like, how are they built, what does it feel like, what does it look like. Man, them joints is just as heavy duty, if not slightly heavier duty than my actual Vans. With the craziest colorways, insane colorways that you have never seen on regular Vans, and will never probably will never see on regular Vans. So honestly, I'm starting to think it's a trick by the scalpers to get people to purchase their fucking scalped garbage. I ain't gonna fall for it. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't gonna fall for it. It's been a long time since I've done pictures on this character. I need to do pictures on her more often. It's funny because a lot of my characters like this, she's supposed to be a villain, essentially. She would not be a good person. She is not a person you want to associate yourself with, okay? If you're a dude, she probably gonna try to rob you, shoot you, you know what I mean? Bully you a little bit, see if you're a dude that can be bullied. If not, then that's when the gunplay comes into action so she could get her dang way. If you're a woman that's way smaller than her, she's definitely gonna bully you. That's what type of character this character's supposed to be. She's not a gang member, she's a gang banger. There's a difference. Gang members is just a regular dude, and that's just so happened to be how he grew up. How he or she grew up. Gang banger, on the other hand, they live fully by it. That's what type of character she's supposed to be. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I make great looking characters. It's a fantastic looking character. She rocks the hair very nicely. I did say I was going to get this hairstyle for all my curly head. I need to go back to the other pose. This picture's a little too bright. I'm going to have to do... I mean, obviously with editing I can darken it, but I would rather it be darkened straight from the game versus editing, because sometimes it doesn't look as natural. Which is my whole new editing style, is to make all of my photos look as natural as possible, so that when I go to make them look real, they look real. Okay, where were we at? We're right here. So these filthy scalpers been playing the crap out of people, I ain't gonna lie. All kinds of things too. It's not even just sneakers. It's like Pokemon. People still going crazy over Pokemon. I've never been big on Pokemon, so that's not something I'd have to worry about. But the scalpers is the same there too. Oh, if you get it from this, it's not legit. But if you get it from this, oh, it's legit. But really, it's his store. It could be eBay. Most of these foods be selling on eBay. There's a lot of scalper activity on eBay. Of course, it's incredibly easy to get past those people, because there is a system on there that allows you to see whether crap is legit or not. But if you buy a Pokemon box that's rare, and then it was like 30 bucks when you bought it, but now you're selling it for like $300-400, that's some scumbucket activity right there. And people be doing that same thing with shoes. There's a video I had saw that had popped up, actually from a dude I kind of watch, and it was titled "Sneakerheads Are the Worst." When I watched the video, I'm like, I don't think this man knows the difference between I don't think this man truly knows what the sneakerhead is. Sneakerhead is just somebody who loves the shoes. They more than likely will never sell it to you because they bought that shoe to store within their secret vault. That's me. I have a bunch of pairs of shoes I have yet to wear, but they just look fantastic, so that's why I got them. Is it a poor money practice? Absolutely. But hey, that is life. We buy bullcrap we don't really need, right? What he confused is no matter what the business, it's a scalper. Sneakers, scalper. Pokemon cards, scalper. Figurines, scalper. No matter what it is, it's all the same. It's a scalper. A filthy, dirty, low down, scumbucket scalper. That's what it is. These fools will get anything they can, get their hands on whatever the fuck, sell it to you for viciously absorbent prices. It's funny too, because I saw this video of some Asian lady. She was complaining. She was like, I don't get what's going on these days. It seems like nobody has money. I just can't get my shoes sold. It's like, well, ma'am, maybe if you didn't buy hundreds of pairs of the same shoe in the modern day of 2026, where fools is out here struggling, then, you know, you'd probably be making some money. But you decide to go ahead, scalp on thousands of dollars worth of shoes, and then upcharge them by double or triple the price. The dang pair of shoes I had just got that I was talking about in the early portion of the video, man, those are the first pair of shoes I've bought in like 6 months, and before that, even maybe a little longer. Yeah, a little longer. Them the first shoes I bought in like 6 months. The last pair of shoes I got my hands on were given to me by other people for Christmas. Before that, I ain't bought nothing myself in a little while, since the last time Timberland dropped the dark forest green Tim boots, or the earther green, whatever the heck they were called. I forgot. Still got them in my closet. Gorgeous fucking boots. Them super deep green boots. That was the last time I bought me a pair of shoes. That was, at this point, dang near over a year ago. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Close. We getting there. It's like, you bought with your bot hundreds of pair of shoes. Now you're surprised that in this day where people are struggling to find work and jobs, why is no one buying any shoes? Like, she was genuinely surprised. I haven't sold anything in so long. Man, what are we talking about here? And honestly, deserved. Scalpers, scalper, you ain't making no money? Good. That's what you get. That's what you get for being greedy. You know what I mean? If you wasn't so greedy, you wouldn't have the problem. That crap be killing me when I see people doing that. And then they'll have the nerves to complain, like her. And then they'll make videos on it thinking that people will agree with them. That's what really gets me. Like, in what world did you think someone was gonna agree with your scalper activity outside of another scalper? Maybe like genuinely upset. There was another dude, redhead white dude, talking about he was talking about something kind of like regretting the purchase. Number one, the shoes he were buying were ugly as fuck. I forgot, you know, it is the modern day where a name means everything. So if it's like Christian Dior, then everybody's gonna buy them, even if they are ugly as fuck. But because that's what's cool, people gonna buy it. The problem is, cool only works when people got money. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes me a hot minute to get new shoes, either because I ain't got the money to do so, or if I do got the money, it's not worth it right now. And if I do got the money, then I'm very picky on the shoes I buy. I do not care how cool people say the shoes are. If they're ugly, I'm not putting them on my feet. The problem is, in 2026, a lot of people are thinking that way now. Well, I don't exactly have the money, so maybe I shouldn't buy these ugly shoes that I was only going to purchase because they're kind of trendy. That's dang near everybody named Mama right now. So if you buy a whole host of shoes that stink and are actually ugly, when people, you know, really pay attention to them, what exactly makes you think you're gonna be making money off people? And then people get keen to it after a while. They're like, yo, this guy is a scalper. Or there's you know, you got Reddit. People will make groups talking about who's a scalper and who's not, who you should buy from and who you shouldn't buy from. There's groups like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on Reddit, so I can't really give you any groups straight off the bat, but let's keep it 100 here. I'm 100,000,000% sure there are groups of people. You know, the second half now. I'm wondering, I'm gonna keep the shirt. I'm just gonna remove the pants. Of people who make groups dedicated toward helping other people and being like, yo, don't buy from this person, they're a scalper. Don't buy from this reps group, they suck. Don't buy from this Pokemon guy, he's a scalper. Whatever the fuck. Wherever there's a vicious scalper market, right now it's Pokemon and it's been shoes forever. That's matter of fact, going back to that video of the dude who was like, sneakerheads are the worst. Sneakerheads, I mean, you know, they do what everybody else do. You buy yourself something, are you gonna just sell it to somebody else? Not really. I mean, it's not the sneakerhead that's the problem. I'm a sneakerhead. I haven't sold a single pair of my shoes outside of the ones that I really like. The old ones that I ain't really care for no more, because I kind of bought them during the time I was getting a lot of money and I was making poor financial choices. And then I see the shoes again as a much older person. I'm like, these are ugly. Maybe someone else will like them. I sell them back at whatever is the normal price. You know what I mean? Like I had some old school shoes called Troop. When I had first got the shoes, I'm like, yo, these are so sick and they're classic from back in the 80s and 90s. I bought them for $59. Just recently, the price went up on them just a little bit. They went up to $70, so I sold mine for $65. That's it. And the other pair, they were a little bit more expensive, so they were up at like $80, $90, so I sold mine for about I think $75. So I sold them for the first pair for $65, the second pair for $75. Completely normal. Problem is, like the Chunky Dunks, because some of y'all probably don't know. Maybe you're watching this and you're probably not a sneakerhead yourself, so you have no clue what an absorbent price is on a shoe. If you do know, then you know exactly what the heck I'm about to say. But if you don't know, like I just said earlier, the Chunky Dunks, if I remember, these shoes right here that just popped up on the screen, freaking love those shoes. I don't care what nobody says. Them joints is crazy, unique. I love them. I need a pair of them. When they came out, if you got the regular box, if I'm not mistaken, the regular box was $180. The Ben & Jerry's ice cream box was $220, if I'm not mistaken. Look them up right now. But how about this? You don't even gotta look it up. I'm gonna just say it. Them joints will fetch you anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000. That's right, folks. You heard correctly. Some Nike Dunks are going for $1,000 to $2,000. Shoes that came out at $180 and $220 are now going for $1,000 to $2,000. $1,000 if you have a regular box, upper echelon of about $1,500 to $2,000 if you have the Ben & Jerry's box. And of course, this also depends on condition. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind that they're not that rare either, because you can find them dang near everywhere. You type in Ben & Jerry, you type in Nike Dunks, Chunky Dunkies, they'll pop up. Loads of them. Yet they're all still going well over $1,000. And the ones that aren't going for $1,000 usually still like $700, $800, $900. I don't give a crap. You are not getting $1,000 off me for shoes that were worth on too many booty poses. What's going on? You ain't getting $1,000. Okay, we're gonna have to do that one. You ain't getting $1,000 off me. You're just not. Oops. Okay. I don't give a crap. You're not getting $1,000 off me. I can't turn her around. What's happening? Why are we on customization? Okay, I'm gonna say, what the fuck happened? I can't turn around. You ain't getting $1,000 off me. Not for no shoes that came out for $180. You know what I'm saying? It's just not happening. Not off me. Maybe somebody else, but not me. I don't give a crap. I will get me some 1-to-1s because they're more than likely made in the same place any dang ways. It's funny because I was watching a video of a dude, now that I'm thinking about it, who was clearly a scalper, comparing his real chunky dunks to a 1-to-1 rep. And he's like, the pattern isn't the same, the inside pattern isn't the same. All you have to do is one Google search to see that none of the patterns are the same. They're dang near all randomized on the inside and the outside. I'm like, this dude, you're a fucking reseller and you're trying to give people an excuse to not buy the 1-to-1s, which are pretty much the fucking same construction. That's what you are, a filthy reseller. Resellers, man. Or no, not resellers, scalper. Like I said, reselling could just be some old lady selling her old stuff, or maybe some old things she found in a little China shop somewhere. Some old guy selling off his old little Hot Wheel collections and whatnot. That's fine. Shoot, that's what I was doing. I was doing reselling. I was really just reselling old stuff that I didn't need anymore. I never bought anything to sell. That's true reselling, honestly. When you're just selling your old stuff, that's just selling in general. True reselling is buying stuff to resell, especially if you have a connect. But honestly, that to me isn't that bad, depending on how you run your practices. What are your practices? You know what I'm saying? As bad as them dang scalpers, because they're actively taking stuff from active buyers. I wanted to get my hands on them dunks, and that was taken away because the resellers bought them out in 2 seconds flat, or scalpers bought them in 2 seconds flat. Is that a full 10? Make sure all of these are good. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing them in these groups. They be lurking. These scalpers be lurking. They be adamant. They be twisting people's minds. If you don't buy the real thing, then your shoe collection isn't legit. Says who? You know what I'm saying? Says the guy whose scalps ain't selling. That's a full 10 right there. Pretty dang fantastic looking. Those will do fine. Now we gotta get on Bronx V. Get her New York swagged up. It's summer, so we doing summer theme all the way. Alrighty. Got her in the Bronx, of course. We on Bronx V. I feel like though when you're doing, I should add some characters. When you're doing New York photos, I feel like there should be other people in the photo at all times. It's New York. Let's keep it 100 here, okay? As someone who has lived in New York for about 6 years of my life, when New Yorkers say we outside, they not lying. They always outside. Shoot, I was always outside. But I get for going back up in this dang desert, man. Nobody outside. There's almost never people outside in this fucking desert, man. Granted, it is like 110 degrees. Not very enjoyable about y'all, but 100 degrees is 100 degrees is bad. 110, yuck. Simple as that. Just fucking yuck. Okay. Shoot, that lady dang near would fit perfectly in the New York. She got the bubble vest. I'm trying to think though, who would work? Cause I mean, I could use like Pan Am and crap. Songbird is from Brooklyn, so that might work. Problem is, it's gonna take forever to change their clothes. I don't know if I feel like dealing with that, because the problem is, if they despawn in any way, shape, or form, you gotta rebuild the whole outfit. The whole outfit. The problem is, I make my characters too realistic casual when they dress. They don't dress very cyberpunk. So keeping them in keeping the side characters in default cyberpunk clothing wouldn't look right. I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking. And I finally got caught because my peoples kept creeping. I'll forget copyright. Let's see. Okay. Here we got her in the casual Yamin, the casual Yamin type of style. Real New York type stuff. Right? Summer days is hot as fuck. Oh, just got a little laggy. Hold on. Problem is, if I add an NPC, they're not gonna look as casual as her. Also, I removed her tattoos because tattoos in this game are starting to annoy the crap out of me. For some reason, on certain pieces of clothing, including regular vanilla clothing, like the regular game clothing, peeks through the tattoos peek through all the clothes. It's, you could imagine, pretty fucking annoying. So, not really sure what to do about that. I've been having that issue for quite some time now, and I still have not found a fix because when I look it up, it seems that no one else seems to be having this problem. Right about, ooh, what the fuck? It looks somewhat realistic, so 4 should be good. At this rate, I'm gonna dang near have to take the tattoos off of all my characters. I've already removed them off a bunch. She ain't got that many pictures, so I might end up removing her tattoos too. The only character I probably will never be able to do that with is OGV, because I've taken almost 3,000 pictures on that character. So her without tattoos is going to, even for myself, look foreign. It don't look right, because she's had tattoos for so dang long now. Sometimes when I be trying to make her wear some dang clothes, no matter what, it could be baggy clothes, it could be tight clothes, it could be fucking... If the clothes could be so baggy she looks like she rocking a parachute, it will still look like all of the tattoos. Dang near every tattoo I gave her is sticking through the clothing. That crap is annoying. What happened? Why did it get so dark? It's nice, light, and bright. That dang all. About this. Duplicate this lamp. Spin it around. Disconnect it from her. Move it back some more. Oh, I said move it back, and it's going to the side. There we go. How do we make this a cool blue lighting like what's in the background? Not too much. Let me see. Let's lift it off the ground. And then make it stupid bright. Lighten up the background a little bit. It's too dang dark back there. That looks a little better, but the buildings could use more light. Now, obviously, there wouldn't exactly be light in that direction. It's just I don't like when the buildings are so dang dark you can't see nothing. It ruins the look of the photo. That's about as bright as I can get it though. I'll just go ahead and duplicate a second one. Push that up just a little higher so it's not so condensed. Boom. Now you can actually see the background. Though, it is a little too blue. So let's go ahead. I mean, it was cloudy when I probably shouldn't have made it cloudy now that I'm thinking about it. It wouldn't be so blue. It's very cloudy. Hold on. I messed up. It's stupid cloudy. I'm here wondering why is it so dang blue. It's supposed to be a bright, sunny, shiny day on a summer. Ah, there we go. I got good timing right there. I realized my mistake before it even happened. I'm like, uh-oh, I went to photo mode without switching the dang recording. Okay, that should be much better now. Darken that. That down. About 55. And boom, now it actually looks like a good old bright summer day. So let me check these lamps real quick. So we'll keep that one on. Let's make it a little bit more summer though. Use the green a little bit. Blue a lot of bit. That will give us a more golden back there. Get rid of this one. See it no more. And boom. Let's go. Wait for her lamp. Bring that down. Be that bright no more. I don't even know if we'll need a lamp actually. As I move the light back some so it's not so harsh on her face. Alright, well that apparently wasn't a good move, because now it's super dark again. They not giving me no love right now, boy. Dark. Bring the golden hue back. 220. 8. Steer this in out there so we can't see it on the windows too much. Up a little bit. Duplicate that as well. Over here. There we go. Brighten up the background just a tiny bit. Actually, let me do that a little bit more. She's still a little too bright. This is the crap you gotta do to make sure everything is working properly, you know? Copy that a couple of times. And that's good enough. Increase her light that we can actually see it. Yeah, they're giving me some issues here. I should not have to put that light that dang high just to see it on her. Especially a character who has fairly on the darker skin side of things. Not like dark, but she's Dominican, so it's darker than it is pale. That's for sure. Dominican character right here. What are we doing, huh? What we fucking doing out here? What was I saying? Scalpers. Right. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say. Scalpers, they stink. They ruin things. What do you want? You're trying to get some cool shoes that you saw? Psyche Boo Boo. 5,000 of them just got purchased the very moment they became public. Too slow. Move faster next time. It's as simple as that. These dang fools be out here ruining crap. I used to look at a lot of different shoe communities just to see like what's some new shoes that might be popping, and popping as in like actually good looking. Me personally, like I said earlier, just because the shoe is trendy with everybody else, I don't mean I gotta give a crap about it. I was watching a video and the dude was like, he made a joke because he was running around. It was Call of Duty. He made a joke because he was running around with a baseball bat. Somebody said, he over here running around giving people the Hank Aaron. Somebody else was like, Hank Aaron? And somebody said, shut up, man. You don't even know who that is. He said, that's why I said it in question. Who is it? And then the other dude was like, how do you not know? You should know. Like, says who? Another dude was like, I don't watch baseball. He said, you still should know. He was a black baseball player. He was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't watch baseball. That is the truth. You have to like something if everybody else likes it. Problem is, can't do that. Too old for that. It didn't work when I was a kid, and it definitely ain't gonna work as an adult. Just because everybody else is wearing some shoes, that don't mean I am. Some of these shoes that people be wearing are fucking ugly. Holy crap, I'm seeing like what they call the YN shoes. How the fuck do people find them big galactic battleship looking shoes nice, man? Them things is ugly as fuck and they're gargantuan. I thought Air Force Ones was big, Tim's was big. Holy crap, I ain't never seen a sneaker make a Tim boot look small. Them some big, ugly, doofus looking shoes. But then I found out that they were Balenciagas. I'm like, ah, there it is. The name. It's always the name. I saw another video of a dude wearing some fucking Ninja Turtle looking foot shoes. But because they were, was it something Margielas or something like that? I'm like, ah, there it goes. The name. Them shoes was ugly. If I can find them, they'll pop up. If I can't find them, don't be surprised. They're fucking ugly, and I guess I'll just type in two-toed Margielas. Because that's about the best I can give. That's the best description I could possibly give you. They look like fucking Ninja Turtle shoes. Like a Ninja Turtle foot, but in shoe form. like a troll foot from Warcraft, but in shoe form. Ugly. Like the old samurai shoes that the old Japanese samurais used to wear. The sandals. It would the string in the middle of the dang foot. Make it look kind of crazy. Yeah, it was like some bullcrap like that. I'm like, wow. Really do just be the name, huh? They ain't be having y'all wear anything. I don't get it, personally. I think that's a lot of people, though. You're either a trend hopper or you're not. It's as simple as that. Most people are not trend hoppers. Mainly because a lot of trends suck. And they're a little expensive, right? But let's say you did have the money. If you're not a trend hopper or a hype beast, then you probably still not gonna do no dumb. Like me, I don't give a crap how much money I got. If something is hideous, I don't care about the name attached to it. I'm not putting it on me. Okay? I have a freaking rep to protect here, buddy, of not wearing hideous shoes. I've been doing that my whole life. That's not true. There's points of times where I just didn't have choices. Okay? I was like 11, 12 years old. I had these goofy looking little brown shoes. They were in horrible condition. That's all I had, though. It was all I had. But then, once I had more options, I'm like, I don't care how trendy. Like when I was in middle school, as much as I loved Nike Blazers and Vans, I still need to get me a pair of Blazers. Actually, surprisingly, I do not have a pair of Blazers. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me. But Vans, I love Vans, especially the high top Vans. The skate old schools, those are my favorite. As much as I love those shoes, in middle school, I refused to ask my parents to ever get me a pair of them, either of them, because there were so many other kids wearing them. Holy crap. Normally you see 10 tons of Jordans everywhere, at least where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the West Coast, so I grew up around a lot of blacks, a lot of Mexicans, and it was predominantly Jordans or Chucks, because after all, this is the West Coast. However, when got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers, when that whole hype came, holy crap, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing people wear Vans, Nike Blazers, or some kind of small skate shoe like Dunks. But most common, Vans and Nike Blazers for sure. Vans and Nike Blazers all the dang way. That's all you saw people wearing. You couldn't see anything else. That's it. If it wasn't Vans, it was Nike Blazers. If it wasn't Nike Blazers, it was Vans. Oh, and DC shoes. A lot of the white kids was rocking DC shoes. I completely forgot about DC shoes because Rob Dyrdek was pretty dang big around that time with Ridiculousness and Robin Big, and he was still doing a lot of professional skate stuff. So with all the white kids, you would typically see DC shoes. If they weren't rocking, of course, Vans or Nike Blazers. Considering it wasn't too much different with the white kids, the Mexican kids, black kids, everybody was wearing skinny jeans, Nike Blazers, or Vans, and it sucked because I loved both of those shoes. You just couldn't get me to wear them. Too many people were wearing them. The crazy part is that's just the kids. We're not talking about the adults too of that era. 18, 19, 20, early 20s, late teens, early 20s, who would also be rocking the exact same thing. Backwards snapback or forward, doesn't really matter, it's a snapback. Skinny jeans, either a graphic tee or a flannel, Nike Blazers or Vans. And then you would see a lot of dudes. This is girls too, not just dudes. But you will see a lot of fools wearing or rocking skateboards, but don't skate. Ain't never stepped foot on that skateboard. Maybe in their own home, acting like they was practicing or something. But out in like the actual streets, you will see fools carrying around skateboards. Never using them though. Never using them. Middle school, high school, college. That's where you would see all this stuff. All the time, every time, you couldn't escape it. I loved Nike Blazers. They are fantastic looking shoes, especially the more modern ones. The old school ones are great, don't get me wrong. But the modern ones don't have that extra front lip, which I kind of like better. As where the old school ones do have that extra front lip. It's cool, it's clean, great looking shoes. But the smooth front to me is just better. That's the Blazer SBs, if I'm not mistaken. And then the original ones are the Blazer 77. This, you know, came out in 77. But at that era, basically, you know, matter of fact, better way to put it is Nike SBs and any other SB shoe. So that's Vans Skate, which is technically SBs, Blazers SBs, and anything SBs, typically Dunks. Holy crap, you couldn't go nowhere. And the only time you ever saw other shoes was the hood kids, typically Jordans and Air Forces. Jordan 4s, or no, Jordan 11s, the bread 11s that everybody and their fucking mother be wearing. Literally, that's not even a joke, that is like the genuine truth. Everybody and their mama be rocking the bread 11s. I think those shoes are so fucking ugly. There's certain colorways that are not bad. What the fuck is happening? I'm being attacked. I just took a picture on accident. Something's happening. My goodness, you couldn't escape it. Middle school, like dang. High school, surely people will dress differently. Psyche boo boo. Then you're like, college. Certainly people will dress differently. Psyche boo boo. Nope. I mean, I didn't go to college that dang soon, because that was a long time ago, but still, you would see the older 20-year-olds, not older, but like people in their early 20s rocking the exact same fits. I'm like, dang, I thought that was just a middle school thing. Guess not. It was treacherous. You wouldn't see me rocking none of that. Guess what? I still got love because I could dress. One thing you gotta know about your boy, I can dress, boy. I can dress. Depending on, you know, if you're not consumed by the style of Hypebeast. If you understand a fool who could rock their own style and really put it together, you will see it. Because there'll be times where I'll get mad love from people, but then there'll be other people, who even wears that anymore? It's like, oof, you're engulfed by the trends. You don't have a brain of your own. I used to say that to people a lot. That crap used to make them mad. So you just don't have the money to keep up with the styles. Like, so how the fuck I got all these clothes then? They just be sitting there looking. At that time, man, my mom and dad was doing pretty fucking good, so I had a decent amount of clothes on me. I'm saying I had a decent amount of clothes on me. I don't like now, honestly. I got a lot of dang clothes. The only downside is I can't wear most of it because it's too fucking hot. I'd be risking fucking a heat stroke wearing some of the stuff I got. Heat stroke is no joke, especially when it's 110. What's the temperatures right now? Let's see. It is... Is this temperature dangerous? It is currently 107. And this is at sunset, my good folks. It peaked at 110 today. Tomorrow will be 110. Friday will be a lovely, oh so breezy and comfortable 113 degrees. Let's see, what's Arizona looking like? Because Arizona is usually hotter. Arlington, I'm sure it's not that hot in Arlington. Alright, let's go Phoenix specifically. Phoenix. Whoa, Phoenix. There's a Phoenix in Maryland. Ah, it's not that bad in good old Phoenix. It's 107. 107. Don't save that. I will not be living in no fucking Phoenix. Holy. Talk about nothing to do. There's already nothing to do in this dang desert. Why would I move to a less things to do desert? These are a little bright, but the lighting is gorgeous, so I will be able to easily work with these. Though, I'll be honest, this character has had tattoos so long, she kind of looks weird without them. Because she is definitely a character she has the look of someone who would absolutely have tattoos. I got rid of the tattoos on like Kentucky V and Mexico V because it didn't really match them realistically. And after a while, I was like, why did I even put tattoos on them? Her, it doesn't look right. You would be able to, you would see someone like her with some tattoos on, for sure. The way her face is, you know what I mean? She got that hood New Yorker girl style. She would definitely have some tattoos on her. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the Bronx. Come on, man. We're in the Bronx with this one. It's a little bright, so we're gonna have to do a lot of color correction. But other than that, that is a full 10. Meaning we have a full 30 selection. 3 different Latina characters. I'm probably gonna start streaming these more, honestly, one of these days. Whenever I have time, of course. This is cool as a video series, but I think it'd be better streamed for the virtual stuff versus the real life stuff I'm trying to do. Of course, I'm going to continue these as videos for now, but when I can do real life stuff, these will definitely be streams in the future. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love doing the virtual stuff, because, you know, I am still putting the work in. This ain't no instantaneous type of crap here. However, it also isn't real life. But with that being said, my good folks, this has been enjoyable. You know what I mean? We talked about scalpers and whatever I talked about 2 days ago. I don't know. I didn't rewatch the footage to find out because it's honestly not necessary. Yeah, that's it. That's a full 30 of absolutely stunning photos. Now I'm gonna go ahead and edit these up and make them look like they're real life, because that's what I've been doing with my cyberpunk photos as of recently. The editing style is fantastic, so I've been going that route a lot lately. I'm out of here. Hit that subscribe button. I do all things photography. Check out the socials and all that good stuff. The shops. I'm out of here, folks. Subscribe.